forgot our pass. Gotta go back down this hill and get our pass. And it's a big hill. Okay, this is already super neat. We had to walk down into the fort and we have to pass through the walls to get into the fort. Wow, the walls are huge. Although there's a sign, something fall on your head too. The Halifax Citadel is one of Canada's great heritage treasures, a physical reminder of the country's transition from colony to nation. Star-shaped structure played a crucial role in protecting Halifax against French, American, and German threats. This fort was founded in 1749 on the Citadel Hill. It's been vital to the defense of Halifax and its naval station. While it never fired a shot in anger, its mere presence was enough to deter any potential enemy. There used to be underground tunnels that all went through here. They all fell in disrepair and collapsed as the town grew, but that would have been neat. The exposition or exhibit exposition hall was really nicely done, giving you the whole full spectrum and the significance of this fort. You even had a nice video at the end. You could get a picture, you could get a view of the fort and the city. We're just gonna stroll around now, just kind of going, I guess it's counterclockwise. Yep. And see what we can find out here. It's pretty extensive. We're also told that you can sign up for gun firing today. So I could have fired a musket.
Yeah, you could shoot 3 bullets from a musket per person.
This is where all the gunpowder was stored. We learned from the last fort we were in, Annapolis, it was important to have airflow or the gunpowder would get soggy. They like ventilation up in there.
I wonder in the...
I have no idea.
Death mines.
I can't see shit. Wait a minute. Wait, I have a light. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, it's creepy in here.
Right?
Man, this really tells you kind of a horror story.
Like, do you think people slept in here? What do you think this was?
I don't know. We're walking through a tunnel that's in the wall after we passed a recreation of D-Day in the fort, and it just keeps going on, and we don't know what this is for. It doesn't look like a place where you would sleep. Tunnel was a musket gallery, so if anybody got in the fort, they could shoot at them coming down this little walkway here. Let me get out here so you can see it. Pass over here, they would come down and shoot out at people. This is a breech loading gun. That's how they would sink ships. So they had to come up with new weapons, cannon designed to sink ships. And so here's the old one where it just kind of fizzles out. But then here, they make it spin like a football to go further. If you look closely here, there's little nubs on this little display. And then there's grooves inside the cannon to make it spin. This one's got like a different design. This one's got like the grooves as well.
But it
has a ring on it instead though.
Yeah.
It says that marriage was a burden and marriage was strongly discouraged. No more than 6 enlisted men in every 100 were officially permitted to marry and receive an allowance.
Unless your zombie-filled walls are right there and you shoot.
So on the top of the visitor center, there is a Army museum of the role that Nova Scotia played in World War I and II. When they entered World War I, the casualties were so high they had to increase their weapon power to be able to fight in this war. Here's a tank they got. So it says there was approximately 20,000 Canadians were involved in D-Day invasion. They were supported by the ships of the Royal Canadian Navy and Air Crews.
Gracie was participating in the girls' It's funny that that was put there because the commander was insane about punctuality.
Done with the fort, and we passed where the clock was. My wife said that he said there was the lieutenant was so crazy about time. He built that thing.
Yeah, he was insistent on punctuality, so they built that giant clock.
Our goal is we're walking down to this park, which kind of looks sketchy, and then to walk to the gardens. But this was a good way of learning about the history of Canada. This is our second fort we went to, and we hadn't ever even considered the history of Canada or how it was formed. So this was definitely a good way of figuring that out. Flying rats.
Kisses and treats.
Face there. Made our way around the fort to come and check out the public gardens. This is the biggest rhododendron I have ever seen. Oh my gosh, it is flowering so amazingly. My wife is standing under a weeping beech. That is beautiful. So we were at the public gardens and we decided to come over here to look at the waterfront. This is one of the largest boardwalks for a waterfront town. It's also a harbor. We were just over there at the park, but we thought it might be a little too far for us to walk down here and then back up, especially since it's super hot today here in Halifax and it's uphill to the car. So it's something you want to keep in mind if you're visiting here. It's a pretty good little hill you have to walk up and down. These old buildings are like hiding here because that's a newer one over there.